Now, there's this issue in town now because a man appears to have separated with his wife for a while, goes back to the home upon information that the wife was committing adultery, and then, begins to sort of, as it were, quote unquote, assault her and take pictures and circulates. They are circulated because the claim is that you don't know who circulated them. Now, you ought to be careful about that. Whilst the adultery is a sin, of course, I have no idea of any religion that is not against it. It's a sin. You don't find it in your laws as a crime, so to speak. So it's a moral question, though. But what about the acts of filming and distributing the nude pictures, so to speak, of a wife allegedly, committing adultery? Now, the law is very clear on that, and you ought to watch it because you may be in trouble. The law's position is that if you are caught to be someone who has done a circulation of obscene material, and I hear people say, well, he says he didn't circulate it, so he's free. You're wrong. Now, apart from circulating it, if you are the one who made it, if you are the one who made it, as it were, if you manufactured it, if you produced it, or you have that obscene material in your possession. So there are various levels by which the law can catch up with you. You have it in your possession. The law says you have committed a misdemeanor, and what that means is that you can be looking forward to a maximum of 3 years in jail. If you're fortunate, a court might be lenient on you and give you some fine or give you some, as it were, disciplinary action by way of signing a bond to be of good behavior and so on and so forth. And there is also the claim that when you meet your wife in the act, you catch your wife in the act, there is liberty for you to even kill her. I don't know where you are getting that from, but we are hearing some lawyers saying this to the public, a lawyer saying this to members of the public, that the guy could actually have killed the woman and he would have committed no offense because the law permits it. That is wrong. You won't get away with it. The law says if you caught the woman in the act, it should also be the other way. If the woman or the spouse caught the other in the act, because of the emotions that you go through and the anger and the provocation that ensues as a result, you could do something bad. But guess what? Whatever you do, don't think you will escape. At best, what you get is that a murder charge will get into a manslaughter charge. Either ways, you get into jail for as long as the state wants you to remain there. Thank you very much. So just stay away from any such acts. Now, subsequently, you can read my take on myjoyonline.com. And before I introduce my guest, I'd like to say a good morning to the Upper East Regional Minister, Roxanne Bokari. I was in Boga yesterday, and guess what? When I go to outside of Accra, I get the feel that this show is almost like a religion in many places. Now, all the teachers who were at the NAT conference yesterday, I say thank you. This show is really about you. There were hundreds of teachers at a conference that I went to. And when I was leaving that conference, I was mobbed for 15 minutes and above. It took the security of the minister to rescue me from them. Not rescue me from any evil, just rescue me from them shaking hands and wanting to take selfies. you know what? This show is just for you. So thank you all for the good comments that you have about this show, the great comments you have about this show. Philippa Larson, of course, the Tongrana, that's the paramount chief of the Tongo traditional area, the former MP who is now a paramount chief and who is the representative of the region at the Council of State, and also to David Ofori Echampong, who is the General Secretary of NATS. Once again, this show is for you. And I don't forget also that I was in Kumasi and Asafo area. It was great. Thank you, all of you. This show is always for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.